been banging most of my life. It started when I was a little kid. I saw my uncles. They were part of the Mexican mafia, and I thought, that's cool. They would tell me stories how they was running the streets, and they always had these big gold chains, had nice cars. I grew up with that my whole life, and I'm like, I want that. And so you got to be tough. You got to be hardcore to run with this gang. They don't take weaklings. You got to be able to go in and prove yourself. And you got to prove yourself that you hardcore, because they don't take no less. So I remember they beat me up first. That's part of their initiation. You got to take it and give it at the same time. Let's see, the first thing I did was armed robbery at a convenience store. I shot a guy. Once I did that and I didn't flinch or anything, and they saw that, and because they knew my uncles, and they spoke for me, and they said, all right, this guy's cool, we'll take him. And it's been hardcore ever since. I've kind of been dealing with this my entire life, and the first few years it was really cool. I mean, I really felt like I was a part of a family. I mean, I felt like I was doing something with my life. I was really making an impact in history. And then a few years ago I met my wife, and things kind of changed from there. The street life didn't seem the best life for us. And then then my daughter was born, and it's like another switch flipped in my head, and I was like, this isn't right. How can I set a good example for her when I'm doing this shit, and I know it's bad, but it's gotten to a point where I can't. I mean, the rule for the mafia is, once you win, the only way to get out is death. So there's just no walking away. They'll straight up kill you before they let you leave. And I can't risk my family getting caught up in it, because there's some guys there, they don't care. It's the mafia comes first, and they will take down anyone who gets in their way, or anyone who tries to leave. I've seen it happen, man. It ain't pretty what they can do, if they're mad at you. So I'm caught in this struggle. It's like, on one hand, I want to stay loyal to the Mexican mafia, because they've been my homies. They've been my brothers and sisters for so long. They took care of me. They made sure I stayed fed, and I stayed clothed and housed for a long time. But at the same time, I'm like, I can't raise a family in this environment. I just can't do it. It ain't right. And I gotta try to figure out how to balance that. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. I know I need to set a good example for my child, but I don't want to put her at risk. I don't want to put my family at risk. But I'm stuck. I can't leave, and I can't stay. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I guess you can say it all started from my childhood. Didn't have the best one there was.
My mom was a drunk. She was abusive, addicted to coke. And my father, well, he had no spine. So not the best environment for a child to be around, huh? She would, she would smack me around for any little thing, and he would just stand there and kind of let it happen. And I didn't interact with him in any ways except that. My dad wouldn't look at me, but I think it was just because he was embarrassed, about how he was letting all this happen. So he was ashamed. So yeah, that's what I grew up with. Then I started hanging around with the wrong people. I guess that's what you'd call them. And it didn't become about getting a job and doing all that stuff. It was about, having fun, trying to forget, because we'd all had similar childhoods. And then with shit like that, how can you give us a chance? How can you expect anything to happen? That isn't what happened. None of us were working because we thought, only losers work. Why would we want to waste our time doing that? We're having too much fun. But we needed money. So, I don't remember exactly how it came about, but we decided we were going to rob a bank in Northern California. And so, we planned it all out. It was really, really detailed. From start to finish, we had that thing set. And we did it, and it all came together. And then we got away with, I think about 300,000 in that one go. And, that's the most money any of us had ever seen. But, yeah, we did that, and that held out for a bit, but then, money dried up. So we decided we'd do it again. And same thing, we planned it, and we executed perfectly. Got away with 600,000 that time. So double what we got last time. We were riding on cloud nine. No one could stop us. Then I think we got a little too cocky. We didn't wait as long till the heat died down when we tried our third attempt, and that's when we got caught. So they charged us with armed robbery. Fortunately, we didn't hurt anybody or shoot anybody, because then, we would have gotten off worse than we did. We each got 15 years for that. When I first got into prison, it was, it's that shock. I can't really explain it unless you feel it. Just to go free one moment and then locked up the next. It's not something that you can easily explain. But, I try to keep my head down. I wasn't interested in getting involved with the gangs inside or the drug trade or anything like that. I'd kind of learned my lesson, and that was a lesson that went on and on day after day, because the things you see in there, it's scary. I mean, you see people killed over basketball games, and you're thinking, this is really what it's like? So, I focused on trying to stay away from all that, trying to keep my nose clean, and just trying to do my time. And, I kept that attitude for 8 years when they let me out on parole for good behavior. And the second I got out, when you go into prison, there's this feeling you get in the air. And again, it's something that's hard to explain, but the second they close those gates on you, the air feels and tastes different. But when I got out, it felt fresh. It felt new. It was like I was taking a breath for the first time. And I tried applying to jobs, but no one ever said how difficult that was going to be. It's like we tell ourselves that in the job market it's fair, it's equal, it's based on talent, and stuff like that. But let me tell you, that box that the applications have, they say, have you been convicted of a felony? You check that box, it's pretty much the kiss of death. I know it says in the parentheses, this will not necessarily disqualify you from employment. That's bullshit. And I think, I hope people realize that, because it is. I mean, what employer is going to want a felon in his company? That's society. That's what it is. It's hypocritical. We tell ourselves it's fair, it's equal, that I've served my time, that I should just be able to go back in. But, society don't want me no more. Society didn't want me when I was born. So what could I do? I couldn't get a job anywhere. Couldn't even get a job with McDonald's. That's how bad this was. Fucking McDonald's turned me down. You seen some of those fuckers in there? Look, I ain't got no tattoos. I'm clean. Those guys got tattoos going up all the way across their necks. They get a job. They're managing and I can't get nothing. So, with that, what could I do? I went back to the one thing that I knew could give me money. I went back to robbing banks. But I think, in my heart, I wasn't comfortable with being back outside. After 8 years, I knew what to expect in prison. There was a familiarity, a comfort. And when I got outside and I realized how the world was, I think secretly I wanted to go back. Because I started planning more bank robberies and, I was sloppy. I didn't plan as well. I didn't have a team. It was just me. I think I was trying to justify myself. Well, it's just me. I'll go in. I'll get more for myself. I don't need to do all this planning. I've done it before. I try to make excuses, but I robbed one bank in Central California. I got away with that, but I only got away with like 40,000 because I could only carry so much by myself. Then I went across state lines to Arizona, and I robbed a bank there, but I got caught. And like I said, I don't know. Maybe I wanted to get caught. Who knows? But they extradited me back to California. I stood trial, pled guilty. So and because I crossed state lines, it made it a federal offense. So they stuck 50 years on this sentence. So I'm just living this out. It got easier, but it got harder. Because, when I got back out, I got to see, like, people I didn't get to see in prison. I found a girlfriend when I was out, and she was really supportive for me trying to clean up my act, and, she's the reason I kept at it for such a long time, but eventually, I couldn't do it anymore. So I'm back here. And, you know, it's easier because it's something I know. You know, I'm not rejected here, but at the same time, like I said, that air, it doesn't feel as good when I breathe in here. Then a couple weeks ago, I actually found out that my girlfriend was pregnant, but you know, she decided that she wasn't going to tell our child who I was. You know, felt it was better, and I think she's right. You know, like I'm not an example anyone should be following, but you know, there's a part of me that says she's right. You know, I've been irresponsible. You know, I don't deserve to see my child. At the same time, that's my child. You know, I kind of wish she didn't tell me, because now, you know, that's my cross to bear. Now I gotta know, I gotta go wake up every single day knowing that, you know, sooner rather than later, there's gonna be a kid out here who's got my blood. And, you know, I can't do anything for him. I can't support him. I can't, you know, help them with their homework or anything like that. I can't even show them an example of what not to be, because they're not even going to know I exist. You know, I got to deal with that every day. It's probably the hardest thing about being in here.
Fucking hell. Come on, let's go. Shit. Fucking Los Angeles traffic, you know what I mean? Damn it, all the hell. Come on, get the fuck out of the way, let's go. Ah, shit. Can you believe some of these people? Some of these people, I swear to God, where did they learn to drive? Fucking Taiwan? I don't know where they got those motherfucking carts and shit. I don't know, God. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on, I got places to be. Got people to see, places to be, you know what I mean? Come on. Come on, let's go. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Use your goddamn blinkers. Motherfucking smart car coming across 4 goddamn lanes of traffic. Who the fuck do you think you are? Son of a bitch. Don't these people piss you the fuck off? You know, it's kind of interesting. Statistics show that if you are the victim of road rage, you're almost more 50% likely to be a perpetrator of road rage. Isn't that fucking interesting? And then there's the psychological condition called intermediary explosive disorder. It's where people sometimes just get pissed the fuck off for no goddamn reason. No goddamn reason. I got plenty of goddamn reason. Look at that. What the fuck? Get back. Fucking tailgaters, fuck you. And then look at these people. I got Los Angeles traffic pissing me the fuck off. I ain't got no reason to be angry. No, fuck that. Fuck that. Come on. Come on, you fucking Homer. Go. Go. You get 4 miles to the gallon. Use it. Come on. Okay, fuck this. I'm gonna get into his back. I'm gonna get into his back. Gonna bump draft that motherfucker. Rattle his cage a little bit. What? What the fuck is it? Well, what are you signaling for? Oh, I see. You want some? All right. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. I'm gonna fuck this guy up right now. Fuck him. I don't care. Come on, motherfucker. Let's go. Oh, motherfucker, come on. I ain't scared of you. Yeah. That's right, fucker.
You run away! The fucker's not gonna mess with me again. Fuck me. Oh.